All right, guys. You might be wondering what you're looking at here today, but this is my home office. And this is what you look at right as you walk down the stairs and go into my office. This space is a decent size. Some of you guys may or may not have this much space. Some of you guys may not do what I do, or as much as I do, or as little as I do, whatever you want to call it. But you guys hopefully can take some ideas and organize your office. There's very few things that I went out and specifically bought it for this purpose. This is things over the years we've kind of just found, and put together to make our home office. So, yeah. Sorry I'm a little shaky. I don't know why I'm so shaky today. Okay. So when you walk in, there is my desk. We'll get over there in a minute. That quilt back there, that is actually a quilt along that wall of different Scentsy shirts. We love it. It's one of my favorites, and I decided to hang it on my wall instead of having it in a box, and I didn't want to use it because, well, it's my Scentsy shirts. When I turn to my left, I have my handy-dandy treadmill here, and it works great for holding orders, as you can see, or as a possible workout machine, depending on the day. This corner is kind of newer. I did buy this corner, the stuff in this corner, well, the shelf and the rack, particularly for this part of my office, but it's still a work in progress. Over here you see I just have the pegboard with the pegs and my different bars, and then actually at Lowe's they had these cool baskets that also on the pegboard, so I put some of my layers items in there. A few extra bars that need to go places. I've got baskets for my bricks. I've got just a few little containers with different things. Holy cow, why am I so shaky today? Okay. And then I love these little drawers. These I did have before, but I label everything, as you can see. And what says it's in there is what's in there. So I do keep scent packs, travel tins, scent circles, all for different reasons, but I do keep them on hand for different stuff. This is kind of like my junk drawer. Ha ha ha. Everybody has to have a junk drawer. Basket party ready to go. Some different cards and things that I use. That's my bag of bags. How fun is that, huh? So, yeah, this corner is still kind of not 100%. The top half is, bottom half isn't, but you get the idea. Okay, we're going to turn around here. And to be honest with you guys, what you see is what I have in stock. So I don't keep that much. I have random business cards and things in the top, some extra postcards, extra laptop that my assistant uses, weighing scale, and then I've got my warmers. Like I said, I don't keep that many. Velada isn't a huge thing that I work with. I do a little bit, and so then I have my Velada stuff there at the bottom. Grace Adele, I'm going to shut this. I found this purse hanger that goes on the back of the door, and I just have some purses there, and it was like $5, I think, at Walmart, and has all these different hooks you can move around. It was a really great investment. I'm super happy with it. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you this next thing, but I will. This is where my assistant works. I know, it's a wall, and it's just a table, but it works for us right now. I wasn't expecting to have an assistant in this office with me when I decided to rent this location. This now is my wall of, I don't know, everything. It's kind of a mess. I thought I was going to have all the buddies at one point, and so when they first came out, I got a whole bunch of buddies, and I was going to collect them all, but as you can see, we've come out with lots of new fun buddies, and that's not possible. The top over there on the right, you can see I've got my incentive warmers. Then, let's get a little closer. I like to have all the cause warmers. So there's my shelves for cause warmers. And then to the left, I have my different, I guess I could squat down here for you, my different incentive warmers. Up here, I just have some different things that I like to remember from different events, memorabilia, things like that. So nothing too crazy, and then my posters that I have around the room. Along the bottom, I do different totes. So these totes along the bottom have my Grace Adele items in them, besides purses. Over here to the left, I'm huge about labeling and binders. So that binder, I'm shaking even more, I'm so sorry. Advancements, stuff, all our stuff for advancement, different director incentives, things of that nature. Office supplies. There's my scent of the month. Woo, thank you. I've got extra stamps from when I stocked up. Outgoing mail on the top. Once again, just more, I love random cards, so I have all sorts of random cards. That's my dungeon storage room. This is just kind of like a random rack. I didn't know some of the stuff I wanted to do with it. Now this next part can kind of get a little bit overwhelming, but don't let it. Like I said, I'm huge on labeling, so you can see I've got my samples already made in a box. I've got director birthday stuff, samples, and then just things that I use for incentives and giveaways. This also has stuff for my welcome packets that I send out to the group and the team. Sample packets, I make sure that if something happens to me and I don't have, or whomever's doing packets, that we have a way of showing you what's in them. So I have a sample packet for everything that we do. Different things that go in our packets, trainings, termination postcards, all sorts of stuff. Facebook cards, birthday cards, pre-made packets so I can just grab them and go. Ribbon, I mean everything. I just have everything labeled. So same thing over here. I have some extra binders. So these are good for, especially for directors. There's a glare on that. I don't know why. This one says team incentives. We've got postage and budget, stamps. I'll have to do a close-up on the stamps. Policies and procedures. Same thing up here. Success stories. Scentsy lip balms. Some extra books. My thank you warmer right there on my shelf. All different types of labels. We use lots of labels. This is kind of fun. We have these rolls of stickers that we get for different things, and so we've got those on a little rod. They're easy to roll out. And then just like different stuff. Like this has, I know, Scentsy pens in it. I think this has receipts in it. Oh, that was something I wanted to show you back over there. This cupboard, same thing. Everything, I know right where it's at because it's labeled. That one isn't labeled because I just put new stuff in there. But that's some different giveaways, extra business supplies, office supplies, folders, technology stuff, I guess, or electronics, cameras, things of that nature. We're going to jump back over here real quick. Sorry if I'm making you sick. In this fun little box here, I have envelopes. So that one says 2014 on it. And then this one back here says 2013 on it. And inside each one, I have the months written on an envelope. And that's where I put all my receipts. So I have a receipt for each month, and then it goes in the year envelope, and that's how I keep track of all my receipts. So that's, and you can see there I have several years worth of my receipts. Pretty cool. I like it that way. Okay, back over here. So same thing. I've got more of these little drawers, and they work really well for me. So I mean, I've got catalogs and order forms, Scentsy documents, Scentsy flyers and brochures. I've got some Grace Adele catalogs and brochures and documents. I told you guys I love cards. So I've got some random cards, thank you cards, printer ink. I mean, they fit things perfectly. So there's all the ink that I need made for my printer, and I just have it right there. Light bulbs galore. Always have extras on hand. Baggies for samples, inactivity postcards. I mean, I've just got everything labeled and ready to go. I have a slot for return mail. Don't judge, I need to go through that. This is where I keep my stuff for my recruiting packets, so it's right behind my desk, easy to grab when people ask questions about joining, getting ready to go on the trip and need to have some extra packets, whatever it may be. Same thing when you come to this corner. You've got my printer, and everything's labeled. So I've got my office tools. This drawer is kind of fun, I think. I've got scales, and I've got calculators, and external high drives, and my neat, and things of that nature. We're not going to go through each one, but I mean, as you go down, you'll see office supplies, paper and envelopes, pens, markers, extra cords. More place for me to store stuff. Oh, look, people that I love. More posters. I love to have these on my wall. My desk is a mess most of the time. I have stacks just like everyone else. But I like to keep my catalogs right next to my desk so I can always grab one. Extra address labels. You can see right here, my February 2014. I'll now change that to March. for my receipts right there on my desk, ready to go. Some people can't do this. I work from a laptop, but I've got double monitors ready to rock and roll, so I can do multiple things at once. And then as we turn back around, I mean, we've done basically a 360 here. There's the back where we started. And then I have my filing cabinet right next to my desk. This is great. Oh, and see even extra little fun things that I'm doing and working on. I mean, I'm really just trying to keep everything right within arm's reach. I mean, if you're worried, you're like, oh, I have things everywhere, see if you can find a filing cabinet on maybe your local yard sale site or Craigslist, those types of things. It really makes a huge difference just having everything right there. I mean, I literally can turn in a circle, even if you just had this little space here, not even the whole other side. I can literally turn in my chair and find just about anything I need within arm's reach. I love that. I love that. When it comes to being organized, files and labeling is, to me, honestly key. And so, yeah, this is my Scentsy space. Oh, blink wall. And I absolutely, positively love my space. Like I said, it's a little bit of a mess. It looks kind of crazy as we do another 360 here, but it works and it's organized and I can tell you where everything's at. So if you have any questions or want me to focus in on something, go ahead and let me know. Bye.